Now, you would have to be living under a rock to not know that India is among the fastest growing economies globally. It's expected to contribute nearly 15% to global growth. Now, as we set the stage for the general elections in the next few months, and with the Modi administration about to complete nearly a decade in office, let's take a very quick look at how much the size of the Indian economy has changed over this past decade. We were roughly at about $2 trillion in 2014, and now we're currently closer to about $3.7 trillion. This number is likely to be closer to the $4 trillion mark by the end of 2024. So roughly over the span of a decade, the Indian economy has about doubled. By 2027, we're likely to cross the $5 trillion mark. The IMF projects India's GDP at $5.4 trillion in 2027, and by 2028, that figure is expected to range closer to $5.9 trillion. Currently, we're the fifth largest economy by nominal GDP and rank behind the US, China, Japan, and Germany. Now, India's nominal GDP, when measured in USD, is forecasted to rise to $7.3 trillion by 2030, and this estimate is by S&P Global Ratings, which means that India will hop over Japan and Germany at least by 2030. But according to EY, India could be the third largest economy by as early as 2027. For context, at this point, the US economy would still be nearly 6 times as large as the Indian economy. Now, to be sure, amidst all of these forecasts, most economists emphasize on the need for continuing structural reforms along with deepening of existing reforms for these projections to fructify. Stay tuned to NDTV Profit.